If you are looking for a credible job opportunity, Central Moloney is the place to go. Travis is joining me along with Armand, who is a welder. Travis, I want to start with you. Just talk about job opportunities available right now, some of those positions that are open.
Yes, there's so many opportunities here at Central Moloney. Right here in Arkansas, we employ around 500 people. There's a wide variety of jobs that don't require any experience necessary. Right out of high school, you can apply. You could start the day after you graduate if you want. There's a lot of opportunities like that with excellent pay, and somebody who's taking advantage of that is right here, Armand, one of our welders. He came from our Watson Chapel program. He's super skilled and building a great career.
And that Watson Chapel Welding Academy is something that you kind of partnered with the high school to start up and educate these kids.
Absolutely. This was something that we looked at and something we may look at for other schools, but we partnered with them. We bought all the welding equipment. We provided the instructor to teach these kids a trade that they could take and be guaranteed a job right out of school. It's a really great program.
Well, talk about some of the product that's behind us right now. I mean, this is the work that's being provided here.
We literally keep the lights on for the world. So these are pole transformers. You see them on the pole. They're the big trash can looking things that the electrical wires are attached to. And these are pad mount transformers. Now all of these, all they do is step the voltage down to be accessible and usable in your homes and businesses and churches and schools. So a very integral part of our power grid.
So these are completed, ready to get shipped out?
These are ready to go. These have customers waiting on them, and we're trying to get them to them as fast as possible.
Okay, Armand, let's hear your story. So you just recently graduated high school, but you were a part of this Watson Chapel Welding Academy. Was this something that you were ever interested in?
Well, it was one of those things that, well, I used to play basketball. I was an athlete, and before the end of my junior year, I basically had a reality check that basketball wasn't going to be my thing, and I wanted to come straight out of high school making money, so I had an opportunity, and I took it. And when I first got into welding, I was nervous, but I was ready to go. I was ready to have fun, and Curtis, he made everything so comfortable for us and everything, and showed us different ropes. I know when we first started, he started off with the classroom. The classroom showed us, he talked about PPE, different types of welding, MIG welding, TIG welding, stuff like that. And then a couple months afterwards, we went hands-on, teaching us T-plates, circles, things that would help us around here and show us, so when we got here, we would be kind of comfortable. Months went by, ended up graduating from Watson Chapel High School, and then I had to make a decision that what was I going to do and how was I going to do it? And I ended up doing Central Moloney, choosing Central Moloney. We had orientation in May, then came back in June, had orientation, then they finally told us, when we was going to start. And, most jobs say to start, around a week or a couple weeks afterwards, and they made me start the next day. So with that being said, that was kind of jump to the real world, and, I was ready for it. I ended up starting June 18th, and my supervisor, which is Ava Woods, she brought me in, welcomed me with open arms, and showed me around, and, helped me out so much because this is my first time really just being in a workplace like this, a facility, and I was ready to work, I was ready to go. She started me off with leak and grind testing because the person that was training me, he wasn't here at the moment, which is DeMarcus Johnson, one of my welders that I work with. Shout out to him. So when it comes to leak and grind testing right here, we can go to this.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We'll go and once we weld the top of these, we'll send it back to the leak and grind testers, which they leak and grind system so the oil won't come out when the customer get them, so the leaks will come out if we have any leaks so we can repair them before they get sent through. And then they grind them to make them pretty, so when they put the paint on there, they all look good for them. And so me working here, it's been a great experience. I appreciate everyone that works here. We're one big family, and they showed me around, they helped me around, and basically, like I said, brought me in. And when I was nervous and scared, they kind of helped me calm down. And DeMarcus Johnson, like the person that said I work with, which is the welder, he kind of showed me the ropes and everything. And when I ended up going by myself, I was so nervous. And one of the welders who was actually behind me ended up quitting. So I had to take on a big role because he put out a lot of production. And ended up taking on that role. And usually a lot of people, they fold, and I really didn't fold, man. I kept going, and I kept striving, and I was getting better and better each day, every week. And my supervisor, they would tell me how much they're proud of me. And I want to thank Gary McClain, which is an intern superintendent right now for small assembly. He actually is the reason I'm on here right now. And every day they tell me how they're proud of me, and also Curtis Marks. He calls me about every couple of days within a week, tells me how much he's proud of me, checking on me. I want to thank God, my friends, my family for showing me around and helping me. And I want to thank you guys for bringing me on, and I want it to be a prime example of you don't have to go to college to succeed. There's so many different opportunities in the world and things you can do and use to become successful in your life. And a prime example of, welding. Welding is one of the, in my opinion, is the best trade out right now. No disrespect to anybody else who does a different type of trade, but welding is the best trade to me. It's fun. You can travel all across the world and make so much money. And right now, I enjoy what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing, and I love the people I'm around and who I'm with. So I really do appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys for bringing me on. I appreciate everyone who, was proud of me and helped me out throughout the time I was in high school. And, yeah.
I think that I want to switch careers. I think I want to be a welder.
There's a lot of opportunity.
Now.
Hey, Armand, tell them what you bought here recently.
I just bought me a brand new car.
There we go. There we go.
I mean, this truly is a career, and like you mentioned, you can right out of high school start your career. Armand, thank you so much. For those who want to apply or just get more information, Travis, what's the best way to do that?
So the best way to apply is go online at workatcmi.com. WRKATCMI.com. You can see all our openings. You can submit an application or a resume, and you'll hear back from us probably that week.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I appreciate it, Travis. Thank you so much. We'll have more. Good morning, Arkansas after this break.